that we are in line to get 800,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson one-dose vaccine.
People, welcome back to YaadAndAbroadTV. Please remember to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, like, comment, share, and subscribe. As I said, if you're not familiar with this channel, we talk about issues in Jamaica, the Caribbean, and the whole world, people. Wagwan viewers and subscribers, welcome back to my channel once again, people. Much love and appreciation as usual. So news coming out of Trinidad and Tobago, people, is that TNT in line to receive 800,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccines. Yes, you heard that correctly, people. And if I'm not mistaken, people, I think the Johnson & Johnson vaccine was on like a hole, cause in the US they said it was causing blood clot and some other things, people. And now they might try give Trinidad and Tobago that vaccine. I don't know, people. That sound kind of fishy if you ask me. That kind sound away. Let me know in the comment section what your thoughts on this, people, cause if I'm not mistaken, I know they had an issue with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, people, but now they want to pass it down to my beautiful people of Trinidad. Nah, I don't know about that one, people. Something smell fishy, I ain't gonna lie. I don't trust this, people. So it goes on to say, Trinidad and Tobago has successfully ordered 800,000 single-dose Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 vaccines from the African Medical Supply Platform. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley made the announcement at a media conference at the Diplomatic Center, St. Anne's, on Saturday. Dr. Rowley said the first batch of these vaccines is expected in August. The Prime Minister said the country is also expected to receive additional shipment of vaccines from China next Thursday. Additionally, the government is expecting a third shipment of vaccine via the COVAX facility. Dr. Rowley said the government intends to vaccine at least 500,000 people. He said, "We can now confidently say that we have a vaccination program that by the next 12 weeks, depending on the shipment arrangements, we would be able to vaccinate a substantial amount of people. Our first target is 500,000 people. With plans to ramp up the vaccination process, Dr. Rowley said it is hoped that schools can reopen by September. He said, "We are now setting a target to get vaccinated and bring our school children out in September." The Prime Minister also signaled the government intention to reopen the country's borders in the coming weeks. Dr. Rowley said the government is seeking to do away with the border closure arrangement and travel exemption system in the next 4 to 6 weeks with controls. He said he met with Caribbean Airlines and various stakeholders on Friday. Dr. Rowley said another meeting will be held on Tuesday to advance this position, and details this arrangement are expected by the end of the week. He also said in the coming days, the health team and other relevant personnel would meet with Caribbean Airlines. It is the government's position that within the next 4 to 6 weeks, we should do away with the border closure arrangement system. Furthermore, the Prime Minister announced plans for the return of various groups to work, including those in the construction and manufacturing sector and food and beverage industry. He said, "It is our intention to vaccinate and operate. Going forward from next week, you will be encouraged to vaccinate and operate. And in order to do that, the Minister of Health will have specific programs interfacing with the private sector. This is where the private sector can play a major role. You can play a major role in getting your staff vaccinated. What we are going to do is put this by categories. Elaborating on the vaccination program, Health Minister Terence Diyal Singh indicated mass vaccination sites will be set up. He said he wants people to come back out under the condition that you are vaccinated. Diyal Singh also indicated that the appointment system will be discontinued. He goes on to say, we are doing away with the appointment system. It's going to be walk-in, first come, first serve for persons over 60. Also speaking at the conference, epidemiologist Dr. Avery Hines noted that Trinidad and Tobago has seen a decline in the number of daily cases. He said that this is an encouraging sign that the current public health measures to curb the spread of the virus are bearing some fruit. In an attempt to further reduce the number of COVID-19 cases, the Prime Minister announced a weekend curfew. The curfew hours are from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. and will take effect tomorrow. So yeah, people, Jamaica is also doing the weekend curfew things, people, and it's helping a lot. Most people might not like it, but you know, it's kind of helping. And one thing I have to say about the vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, people, it's a no-brainer. People are going to be iffy about taking this Johnson & Johnson vaccine, who are aware of, you know, the blood clots that it caused when they just came out. So, you know, say people are going to be iffy about that already. It's a no-brainer, as I said before. You see me? You don't want to take something that you think are going to affect your body or do something to you. It's natural for you to think like that. Yeah, man. So people have mixed reviews, mixed reaction. I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section, isn't people? Let me know what are your thoughts on the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. All right. Thank you once again for tuning in to YaadAndAbroadTV. Much love and appreciation as usual. Bless up and love, you know. All right, mud.
Having made our payment last week, that we are in line to get 800,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson one-dose vaccine. That has changed the picture completely with respect to how many persons as against how many doses. Because the doses I mentioned a while ago, 180,000, if you have to use that for 2 doses, you can only completely vaccinate half that number of people, 140,000, thereabouts. But the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, being a one-shot vaccine, 800,000 there mean 800,000 people. And that is, we are anticipating the arrival of the first batch of that vaccine in August. So it means that for the next 8 weeks, our vaccination program would be largely confined to what we can get out of the COVAX. We're expecting a third shipment that will complete our 100,000 from our first payment and our involvement. We are expecting a steady flow from the Sinopharm next shipment on Thursday, and then we begin to look for a third one somewhere down the road. But it means that this is not the beginning of the end. It probably, if I may quote the famous Winston Churchill statement, is the end of the beginning. But we can now confidently say that we have a vaccination program that by the next 12 weeks, June, July, August, within 12 weeks, depending on the shipping arrangements, we would be able to vaccinate a substantial amount of people. Our first target is 500,000 people.